quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
I might have thought to fall asleep playing this nigga.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run it with Elliott and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Ready. Ready. Go, go, go. Hey, kill. Kill, kill. General West. Check.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. White's got a first down and more. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looks good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, kill! 27, 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's what I'm talking about.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Ready?
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, easy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Prescott. That's incomplete, but
that's a late hit.
Down, so hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Prescott. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 4, check 4. Go to 54, go to 54. Line 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Breeze now.
Shit.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 54. No chance.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray.
Where you at? Where is it,
And
motherfucker?
he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy
So he
of the
wasn't even
first
gonna try
down
to block.
marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, we finished.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's,
Oh my
that's not a good
God, D,
combination.
I let that happen.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
And that's caught inside
Fuck!
the 30.
Good throw, boy.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
I ain't even think you was gonna see that
Just
shit.
over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now, it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a
Nobody
fantastic
even
job
block.
because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
Shit, I ain't see that damn safety.
Middle of the field. Oh, that was dangerous.
Hey, Slim, I swear I ain't see that damn safety. He was done.
But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again.
Woo!
Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys
God damn, I don't even know why I'm playing with Byron. I gotta go to the other side. I ain't know Byron was over there.
So first thing crossed
No
my
disrespect
mind
to
is,
you,
why
my
didn't they
bad.
just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
No disrespect to you, my bad.
Spot on the field. Now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you
I don't
changed
know why
the
I'm playing with
momentum
him
of the
like
game,
that.
and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Big stuff, let's go.
Here's Prescott. And
Really?
Incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Hey, we supposed to jump that. We gone the other way.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Way to hold
So
him
we reach
tonight.
halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Take it away, Coach.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
What we gonna do without Kamara? Our offense dry shit without Kamara.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Hey, motherfucker, I'm gonna get your ass.
It'll be a Saints first down on a
I'ma
gain of
get you.
16 yards.
I ain't gonna duck you the whole game, nigga.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was something guy couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go back to Murray on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 0-2.
From the 44, Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's corralled, but not before getting it.
Oh, we gonna fuck with you. We just gonna be smart.
11 yards there, first down. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
At the goal line.
Good D, motherfucker.
Woods with a pick.
What a trip in there! Oh my God!
A big C.
No tripping.
Go all the way.
Fuck
Pass
you, video
the
game.
tray.
Good D.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Why the fuck you put so much air on it, man? He had his ass beat.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a
I'm pissed at that right
How
there.
about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the
He had his
momentum
ass
and
beat.
taking it from coast
Why
to
the
coast,
fuck you put so much air on
end
it?
zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That shit just pissed me the fuck off.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they decent field position in throwing that pick six.
All right,
we'll
Jay.
see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get
72? What
down a
the
little
fuck?
bit for their offense and get
This
their
nigga's
defense
too
a little bit of a chance
soft.
to rest.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Nigga's too soft.
95, 56, 54. I'm coming for you. You mind? Check. Kill. Check. Hey, team six. Team six.
From the gun on third down, Breeze.
Shit!
Is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a
Put
flag.
too much air on that shit.
There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Yeah, here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Put too much air on that shit, man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I'm looking for. Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
He sat right on that shit.
Target. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for it. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see
and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
the amount of sacks that they've
the Nigerian native.
Absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
Straight out of Nigeria.
Flat out cannot handle this pass rush.
Straight out of Nigeria.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Prescott. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Prescott now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Get deep, boy!
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there.
All that shit.
He's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, Cam!
And he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for it.
Oh, that thing triggered. He about to be on blast. I ain't got bliss at all now.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And
that shit deep.
Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is Harris. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go with Murray again.
Damn, Brandon.
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, easy. 53.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. They find some open
I don't know why I keep
field
fucking
here.
with him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game's still
All right, I'm leaving you alone for the rest of the game.
I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, that's my fault.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
10th carry of the game now. Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Washington on 3rd and short. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Easy. Kill.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lux with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can. Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job. Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew...